ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः ओम अथ माण्डूक्योपनिषद शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ओम शांति 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 ओम अथ चतुर्थ आगम प्रकरणम हरि ओम come to straight away 44th mantra. We are in Mandukya Upanishad. We are in ALAATHA Shanti Prakaranam. We are in the discussion about how one without second Brahman alone is real. Other than him, whatever we see now is neither true in creation nor true even in manifestation or imagination or projection. In fact, from him, from that Lord, nothing has come out only. This is through Shastra or Upanishad mantras and through logics, our Karikakara is trying to make us understand. And certain sadhanas, when they are required to be done, when they are done, really we also reach to that experience. Say, experience being the same, called as Aham Brahmasmi, Karika Kara Gaudapadaji says Ajata, nothing born. Adi Shankaradi, all of us, others say the world is accepted for Vyavahara as well as for sadhana, but not as real. Like the chair is Vyavahara ke liye real hai, we sit. So Vyavahara ke liye, but not really it is there. What is there is in that the plastic only is there or wood, whatever. So that sort. Because of the acceptance of the truth as reality, final, we are in that bliss. And because we understood the world is relative, we may use it, but we are not bound by it because we don't take it as real. So because we don't take it as real, that samasya has gone away. We are using it as vyavahara, therefore the vyavaharic help comes to us. We use it as sadhana, therefore it helps us for sadhana. Therefore, making the world help us for sadhana, yet not getting bound by it, will be the result when the world is understood as relatively only is there, but not absolute. And because the truth is absolute, self is always there and it is infinite, it is blissful. When we identify with that, that bliss also comes. Thus, dukkha nivritti, sukha prapti. These are the two ultimate lakshyas achieved by us when we abide in this knowledge. The abidance is important. Not only intellectually apprehending, but abidance. Both abiding in the knowledge that the world is maximum relative, otherwise it is not at all there, and what is there is absolute truth alone. Both are achieved by us through the continuous contemplation, continuous dhyana. That experience should dawn into us. Till that, we have to keep on doing the Shravana Manana. Asupter Amrute Kalam Nayed Vedanta Chintaya. Till the liberation happens through experience, the Chintana should go on. It's not like a story of a movie or anything. If we heard it, it gave us entertainment, it's over. No. Vedantic Jnanam is not an information or entertainment. It has to be consistently, continuously have to be deliberated. Till we transcend all questions, remember carefully, listen carefully. We transcend all the doubts and we come with a clear intellectual understanding, and that is implemented in sadhana and experience happens. Till that time, we can't say it has ended. Spirituality never ends. Only when we experience that, as it is said by all the experienced people, that vidyate hrudaya grantihi, the knots of the heart are broken, chidyante sarva samshayaha, doubts regarding the truth reality have gone away, Kshiyante chasya karmani. All the vasanas got burnt. Now I am that I am. As it is proclaimed by the experienced people, till that happens, we can't say we have done it. Keep on, keep on. And in the meanwhile, while doing so, we should always be ready with the weapons of knowledge and conviction to defeat the enemies of disinterestedness, enemies of again materialism, enemies of some thoughts from inside coming, enemies of the people who say इतना कर रहे हो तुम फिर भी कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है, सब छोड़ो, कम से कम यज्ञ करो, उपासना करो, पुण्य कमाओ, भगवान की कृपा से कम तुमको स्वर्ग सुख मिलेगा. These are all the enemies. We have to defeat them with the weaponry. They are called the flowery language. Pushpitam vacham. They all look good to be listening. They also will look good when you really go to those words. Yet they are not ultimate. That's why Abrahma Bona Lokaha Punaravartinaha Mamupetya Kaunteya Punarjanmana Vidyate. These are the shlokas which help us in those contexts where we are tempted by within or outside to pursue something other than the truth. How much or beautiful it may look. It may be Loka of the Siddha Purushas, it may be Mahar Loka, it may be Indra Loka, it may be anything. Understand all of them are lesser than Brahmatmaikya Bodha. So those also are the obstacles come. We have to have the weapons. Like in Bhagavad yesterday we saw, even Devatas themselves, to a Atma Jnana Anveshana Vyakti, they put the Vignas of various forms. The Vigna they are given is Daradi, it said. Daradi Vigna, Devatas bring or put in front. All, not only those Vigna, anything is Vignama, we should have the right knowledge to say no to them. So this is how the completeness in spirituality. Yeah, that's what requires effort. It takes time also. So क्या करना है और कुछ यही तो है सबसे. So keep studying, get the weaponry, keep the studying, get the knowledge of contemplation, and keep on doing it and keep studying to ensure whether we are doing exactly what is given in Shastra or not. In between, keep on invoking Guru Krupa by praying, "Oh Guru, please be with me." Invoking your Nishtadeva Krupa, please empower me. And that's how completeness of sadhana. Okay. Now here in Mandukya, in Alatha Shanti, in the Karikas, Bhagavan is trying to prove to us, Karika Kara, about only Brahma, there is no jati has happened of the world in the form of reality or in the form of even imagination. Like the sloka we saw in Advaita Prakarana, Vandya Putro Satyena Maya api na jayate. The barren woman's child can be never born in reality or even in imagination. Tatvena api Maya api na jayate. In that way. So yesterday we saw 44th sloka, little to be contemplatively heard and understood. What he said was, Upalambat samacharat maya hasti yathochyate. Upalambat samacharat asti vastu tathochyate. So what is the nutshell of this shloka? There is a upalambanam, means perception of the elephant. Samacharam, there is a work done by the elephant or on the elephant, where Maya we created elephant. He shows us the elephant. And there is he himself mounts the elephant, he makes the elephant work what he says. Because of the upalambanam, that is perception. Because of the samacharana, because of activity elephant. Do we agree that the elephant is real there? No. Means the elephant is not real, yet upalamba samachara, means perception and activity can happen. Therefore, perception and activity need not be the reason to say that the elephant is there. In the same way, apply this rule. In Vyavahara Jagata Dvaita, perception is happening, Vyavahara is there. Still, it is not sufficient authority to accept its reality, just like the elephant. This is where the logic's power. As I said you yesterday, day before also, there is an elephant. You can see it. It works. Therefore, an elephant, when it is seen and is working, it is there. This is what we start. Now another thing, something is seen and working, like a Maya Hasti. But is it there? It is not there. Therefore, combination of both two examples is what? An elephant need not be there for it to be seen and working. It may be seen, but working it may not be. It cannot be real. Like a elephant in a picture, still picture or a motion picture. Now that analysis Karikakara using to say that this world which is seen by you by senses and experienced by you as if it is working or moving is not sufficient proof that it is there. Therefore, don't say because Upalamba and Samachara that the Vastu is Asti. Though there is Upalamba and Samachara, still Vastu is not there. That is the logical conclusion. That's what he says. Upalamba Samachara Asti Vastu Tatha Uchyate. Lekin really neither it is there nor. Means it is talked from the absolute standpoint. In the absolute, it alone is there, world is not there. When it is not there, how can there is Samachara in that? That is how our Upalamba Samachara, as an authority for Dvaita, he is rejected. Therefore, conclusion क्या है? तस्मात् न उपलम्ब समाचारौ द्वैत वस्तु सद्भावे हेतु भवतः. Just because upalamba samachara, the Dvaita need not be accepted as existing or as being created. This is we never listen in the Laukika Vyavahara nor in all other texts of Upasana, etc. Only in the Vedanta, that too in Mandukya, that only in ALAATHA Shanti, Karikas, at that level only we listen this highest logic. What is that? An object need not be there for it to be seen and experienced. Means it can be seen, it can be experienced, it may have some functioning, yet it is not real. Like the snake again, back to same example. You will see the snake and you will see the snake moving or hissing. Yet it need not be snake. When you go and closely observe it, you may find it as a rope and it was moving because of wind. After this knowledge came, then you know there is no snake or movement. But before that knowledge came, you experience the snake and its movement. Your experience of snake and movement is real to you, but the object need not be there, called as snake. In the same way, we with our present level of ignorance or involvements, listen carefully, with the senses and antakarana, we are perceiving the world, we are experiencing the world. World appears to be dynamically moving. All are correct at the level of not apprehending themselves. Like all the movement of snake is correct from the standpoint of non-apprehending the rope. Once the rope is apprehended, all of them are not. In the same way, at an delusory and illusory level, Upanamba and Samachara is there. But when you see the ultimate truth, no world is there. How can you have the Upalambanam of it? Means recognition of it. How can there be Samacharana of it? Means activity in that. It cannot. Like in the dream, Upalamba Samachara is there of the dream world. But when you wake up, it is not there. When it is not there in the wake up, when it is not there before you enter into dream, in between also, it only appeared but not real. That is what the earlier slokas told us. Where Adavante Sennasti Vartamanepi Tattata. Earlier not there, later on not there, in between also appearance but not real. Appearance but not real is the thing which we have to hold very strongly. Appearing but not real. Now drop the appearance also, this is not real at all. Then what is reality? Absolute truth only. So as we become sincere and serious in these thoughts, these shlokas, these mantras, these analysis, these meanings, our mind gathers the convictions about appearance but not real. Real is Parabrahma only. Appearance not real is, the real Parabrahma is Brahma Satyam. Appearance not real is Jagan Mithya. Appearance also is not there, is Ajatavad. That is Karikakara and Vasishta Bhagavan, unka level of talk. At the ultimate level. So, having said so, ki Upalambanam and Samacharana need not be authority for the Vastu to be there. Means, without the Asti also, the Upalamba Samachara can happen. Then what is the Asti of which the Upalamba Samachara is spoken? Maya Asti. It is Maya Asti, not real Asti. Asti means elephant. Now comes the important topic. What is that reality in whose absence, or in the absence, in the ignorance of which the world is perceived as if it is there. That is the avatarika. Kim punaha paramartha sadvastu. What is then absolute real object or the self? Yad aspadaha, basing on which jatyadi asadbuddhayaha, the janma etc. are appearing, and basing on the truth being truth unmodifiable, that later on we say that the janma etc. have not appeared. जिस आत्मा के आधार पर नहीं रहने वाला जगत भी है ऐसा दिख रहा है, जिस आत्मा के आधार पर ये जगत नहीं है ऐसा कहा जा रहा है, वो आत्मा क्या है? You know, that robe on the basis of which snake is seen, that robe on the basis of whose reality snake is told to be unreal. What is that self? What is that robe? What is the reality? Understand the point, Avatarika? See, the stone is reality. On the substratum reality stone only, a bhuta or something is seen. Then on the strength of the knowledge about the stone to be real, that this bhuta or whatever object seen is rejected. So the shell is reality. On that the silver is imagined. And on the strength of the reality of the shell only, the imaginary silver is rejected. In the non-apprehension of it, silver was real. In the apprehension of it, silver is absolutely unreal. Whether you apprehend it or not, the shell is real. Whether you apprehend it or not, the silver is unreal. From the shell, silver never is born, but appeared. So too, from the reality standpoint, Jagat is never born, but appeared. It is appearance only, neither born nor real. This understanding will come to us when you apprehend the reality. To apprehend the reality, you have to reject it. To reject it, you have to accept and understand that, understand, accept that it is only relatively real, it is not absolute. Therefore, don't give it absolute value. Then give it Vyavahara value and Sadhana value. For Vyavahara, it is called as Dharma. For the Sadhana, it is called Sravana Manana. So we are in this world of duality, not to get bound by giving it reality. We are in this world of reality only to finish the Vyavahara through Dharma and use it for sadhana through Satsanga. And eject out of it. More than that, give value to world, it will bind you. That's what, in other words, yajnartat karmana anyatra ayam lokaha karma bandhanaha. In this world, we have only for two yajnas we are here. One is through Dravya Yajna, we give up all the Aham Mama, and through the Jnana Yajna, we will discover our real Aham. Other than this Yajna, anything you do, you are bound to this world. Yajnatat anyatra karmanaha ayam lokaha karma bandhanaha. Gita. Fourth chapter. So same thing here also. So here, first negation रूप में बताकर, in the last word, what is that truth is explained to us. What is the swarupa of that Atma Vastu, Tattva, Brahma? There we have to reach out. And that is experienced as our own self. Very beautiful shloka. Jatyabhasam chalabhasam vastvabhasam tathaiva cha ajachalamamastutvam vijnanam shantamadvayam. In the every word of this shloka only, the deep knowledge is hidden. Every word, when it is deeply understood, then you will understand what Karikakara is wanting to convey to us. Again chanted, Jatyabhasam chalabhasam vastvabhasam tathaiva cha ajachalamavastutvam vijnanam shantamadvayam. First I will explain it in our language, then we will take the help of the Bhashyam to become complete in the understanding. So, Jati Abhasam, it appears as if born. Chala Abhasam, it appears as it is working or moving. Vastu Abhasam, it appears to be in the rupa of the form and name. Yet, in that, there is no Jati, there is no Chala, there is no Vastu. That's why in the first line, Abhasa, Abhasa, Abhasa said. Means appearing, appearing, appearing. Why it is said as appearing? Because it is not real. What is not real? Jati vastu chala. Therefore, in the second line, ajachalam avastum. By saying so, the jati, chalanam, vastutvam are rejected in Parabrahma. Then, when the rejection is done of the Jagatness in the Parabrahma, what is Parabrahma? You have to tell directly. Directly, only one thing can be spoken about it: Vijnanam. We all talk about Vijnanam. We know the things of the world through our perception, through our intellect. Not that Vijnanam. That Vijnanam where the Jnata, Jnana, Gneya, this division has not happened. This division is not there totally, therefore it's called as Shantam. The Jnata, Jnana, Gneya, Triputi, Rupa, Ashanti, Rahita Vijnana. That's called Shantam. So there is a pure consciousness which has not divided into the knower, known, knowledge, Vijnana. This also we call as Vijnana, but here about Paramatma, the word Vijnana used is not with this meaning. Here it's Vijnanam and Shantam, where this Triputi has not risen at all. And that's why, in another angle, when we see, as we said the other day, any Gneya Vastu, let us say a door, should be illuminated. Any Jnanam, again of the same door, should be illuminated. Any Jnata, again about the Jnanam of the Gneya Vastu, door, me, should be illuminated. Means, I am conscious of knower me. I am conscious of the known door. I am conscious of the knowledge of the door. Is it not? I am conscious of door, which is object of knowledge. I am conscious of me, who is a knower of the object of knowledge. And I know that it is a door, it is knowledge of the object. Object of the knowledge, knowledge of the object, knower of the knowledge of the object. These are the Triputi. Jnata, Jnanam, Gnayam. All these three are aware by me. And that awareness, which is divide of these three Triputi, is called as Vijnanam Shantam. That is Paramatma. And such cannot be two. It is one without second. Therefore, Advayam. And that is Anubhava Gamyam Eva. Shabdas are given only for a clarity and meditation. After meditation, through meditation, when the Anubhava comes, these Shabdas only are far off Shabdas. It is something unique experience which cannot be put in any Shabda. Therefore, helplessly we have to use same Shabda as our Guru taught us, a same way we use the words to teach to the next also. See the way in which Karikakara here summarized what is being spoken so far in all the three prakaranas. Jatyabhasam, Chalavasam, Vastvabhasam. But Aja, Achalam, Advayam. Ajam, Achalam, Avastutvam. And it is Vijnanam. So, all our discussions should take us to this understanding that we are in the pursuit of Vijnanam. We are in the pursuit of that pure consciousness, pure Chaitanya, which has not become the Triputi. And why that Triputi came? Again, the answer because of the absence of the knowledge of the Jnanam or Vijnanam. And also because of what type of Triputi is coming depends on the impressions or vasanas. That's why the Ajnanam of the pure Vijnanam or conscious self is called as Agrahanam. And then because the vasanas, impressions, taking the Triputi in some or the other form is called as Anyatha Grahanam. So what I am seeing now, the world. In the knowledge of the world, these Triputi are there. I am the knower of the world is known by me, and I have the knowledge of the world. This is the Triputi is there. This Triputi is only Anyatha Grahanam. This has risen from the Agrahanam of the pure consciousness behind. And what type of world I am creating or entering into depends on. In that Anyat Agrahanam, there is another aspect called as the Vasanas. That's called Bija. There were two things have to be done: Bija Dahanam, Bija Bharjanam. Thereafter, removal of the ignorance about the Triputi. There we will see the one without second, Vijnanam called as Brahma. As long as their vasanas are there, we will see the Paramatma as Jagat only. They will eliminate all the vasanas, Jagat Bhranti will be reduced. Then we pursue the pursuit of Jnanam of the Atma. In the Jnanam of Atma, Ajnanam goes away. So Ajnanam is Agrahanam. The perception of the world is Anyata Grahanam. So Anyata Grahanam is given up by total detachment Vairagya. Then Agrahanam is removed by Grahanam of the Atma as it is. This is what we have to do. If we have the desire for the world because vasana, we will never give up the world. Then we will never be able to remove the Ajnanam with the Jnanam. Because we are forced to be in the world because of desire and vasana. That is why the Vasana Kshaya Vritti Nirodha becomes an essential sadhana. Then only the mind is very calm with regard to the world. Such mind or intellect alone can apprehend the conscious self. First intellectually, then experience wise. When the experience comes, one direct hand to hand experience jab ho gaya Atma ka, then Ajnana or Agrahana will not there. I have understood, I am experiencing, I am the self. That's how the Brahmajnani, Aham Brahmasmi is there in that Anubhava. So Aham na Brahma Asmi, that ignorance is not there. Therefore, Aham Jiyo Asmi or Jagat Nidam Satyam Asti, these misunderstandings won't come to him. Like the one who has apprehended rope, he says it's rope and touch karke dekha, usko hila kar dekha. It is so convinced that I have got the grahanam of the rope. Agrahanam is gone. Then Agrahanam caused the Anyatha Grahanam of the snake or garland. How can there be? A one who has seen the snake rope as rope, it will be laughable for you, for him, if you tell him to accept the presence of the snake or garland. वो कहते पागल है क्या, मैं तो देख चुका हूं ये रस्सी है. अब कुछ भी कहो, रस्सी रस्सी, it can't be anything else. And in the Rassi, never the snake or garland are born, nor they were there for some time, nor they troubled anyone. Same way, nor entertained. The entire world is not at all there in the Parabrahma, nor it got created, nor it has played its role, nor it has, what to say, dissolved. All of them are not there. Na nirodha, na cha utpatti, na vaddha. This is the ultimate standpoint. That should be our goal. Our goal is not even to worry about even Ajata or Jata. That will be discussion between two. Our goal is to recognize Aham Brahmas. इस ब्रह्म में फिर जगत उत्पन्न हुआ है नहीं हुआ, अगर वो मिथ्या है कि कितना उसका व्यवहार का सत्ता है, these are all secondary. They are all rather to satisfy different intellected people later on. But the goal is achieved when Ekameva Advayam Brahma is recognized. ही अलोन अगेन इज सीन एज एंटायर वर्ल्ड सार्वत्म्य भावा. वो फिर देखेंगे बाद में, पहले तो पहुंचो अपने स्वरूप पे. दैट इज मेन गोल. सो जाति आभासम चलाभासम वस्तुआभासम, लेकिन अजाचलम अवस्तुत्वम विज्ञानम शांतम अद्वयम. शांतम इज त्रिपुटी शांत. That type of Triputi Shanta Vijnana, pure consciousness, cannot be two. If there are two, one is consciousness, it should be opposite of that. The opposite of consciousness is Jadata. Because it is Jada, it is Nashwara. When it is Nashwara, it dies. It dies means Asatya. Asat means it is not there. So what is there is one consciousness only. If at all one accepts there are two consciousnesses, for one consciousness, the other should be the perceived thing. Therefore, it has to be the Jada. In Jada is Nashwara. Nashwara is Asatya. Asat cannot be consciousness because consciousness and Satya are same. Now, these are the intellectual thinkings by which otherness is rejected, by which we say it is Advayam. Otherness or secondness are not there. That one alone. So that's what in the basic level में बताए थे. Behind all the Nama Rupa, there is one God. Which is the nature of that God? Vijnana Rupa. And what is the relation with that God, Vijnana Rupa, and the whole world? World is either Mithya or not at all there. That alone is there. What is your relation with that? That is you alone. Therefore, you alone means I alone am that Vijnana Brahma Swarupa, in whom there is no world at all there. If it all there, it is only Mithya, unreal. Therefore, when it is Mithya, unreal, I need not be attached to it, nor I have to be afraid of it. Attachment afraid gaya, to raga dvesh gaya. So all parishrama, efforts go away. Then the effortlessness, then the resultlessness, then raga dvesha lessness, pure bliss of me, what I am, will be minor. That's called mukta sthiti. That's what everyone wants to seek for it. And as we again and again, the clarity starts coming to us, keeps on coming to us. Read the same Upanishad, the other Upanishads. We'll study in Taittiriya. It will open another angle of deeper understanding, sublime understanding. Then we'll read the Shvetashvara, Aitareya Upanishads. Through all of them, we have become more confirmed, convinced about the Ekameva Advayam Brahma is our own Swarupa. Our own Swarupa, and that's all, the whole Jagat Swarupa also. We have to know our Swarupa, then we know this alone is everywhere, that everywhere is Jagat, तो Jagat का मेरा real स्वरूप एक ही है, ब्रह्मा आत्मा एक बोध. Let us see what Bhashakara says. Same thing what we spoke, but little detailed. Ki ajati means sat. Ajati sat means though it is unborn. Jati vat avabhasate appears as if it is born. No, iti jati abhasam. Tad yatha devadatta jayate iti. Just like Devadatta is born. There are two Devadattas. The Devadatta about whom we are talking that he is born, he is moving, he is acting. And there is the Atma in the Devadatta, which is never born when Devadatta is born. उस दृष्टि से दोनों बता रहे. So, yatha Devadatta jayate iti. Devadatta is never born. The true Devadatta in him is never born, is eternal there. But we say, seeing is Deha born, he is born, ऐसा कहते हैं. Then Chalabhasam, Chalamiva avasate iti. It appears like moving, but it is not moving. Yatha Saha Eva Devadatta Gachat iti. The true Devadatta in him, the self, is all pervading. Means there's no place where he is not. Then where will he move from where? ये देह मेरा इधर है उधर नहीं है, इसलिए यहां से उधर जाने से उधर रहेगा, इधर नहीं रहेगा. Is it not? My body is here, it is not there. So I move there, then my body will be there, but not here. So for me to move from here to there, I should not be there. And when I go there, I will not be here. This Atma Vastu, the real Devadatta, is all pervading where he is not there. Therefore, there is no chance for him to go anywhere because everywhere he is there. That is called as Achalam. You know, Apuryam Achalam, Achala Pratishtam Samudramapaha. Achalata is very important thought about this self. It can't move because no place for it to move. Everywhere it is there. Space. Where can the space go? It can't go. It is everywhere there. In its own very sublime, subtler form. In the space, things move. See, one can, if you can meditate a movement of a pot from one place to the other, empty pot, and then think from the space standpoint. What happened to the space when the pot is moved from that place to this place? Nothing happens because space is such a subtle thing, cannot be disturbed by the partness. There were parts creation, parts breakage, in between parts movement from one place to other. Never created, nor moved, nor broken the space. 10 times if you listen this, then you will understand two things. What is the meaning of space and also what is the subtlety, meaning of subtlety. Once you understand the meaning or definition or explanation about Sukshmata, then you apply that to self. Then little higher level our understanding grows too. जैसे आकाश सब जगह है, सब में है, आकाश में सब कुछ है, जो कुछ भी है उससे आकाश आहत नहीं होता. यथा आकाशवत. More subtle than Akash is Atmavastu. This is how slowly the unassailed, ununderstood, subtle things about the self we understand and assail too. Through classes, through contemplations. Today I can't understand, I can't accept. But repeatedly when I listen, slowly I start getting familiar with it. It starts understandable to me, then I start accepting the higher things. That's so धीरे धीरे. Like in any subject, physics. 6th, 4th class में क्या physics पढ़ाते हैं? Very basics. Slowly as he is developing his capacity to understand and interest to understand, when he goes to 10th and 12th, the higher physics are taught to him. So do chemistry. Suru Atma only element they tell. Then the combination, the mixture, the outcome, the precipitates, all are discussed later on. Basics. So चलम देवदत्त चल रहा है कि नहीं चल रहा है. चलने वाला देवदत्त तो इमेजिन है. देवदत्त जो अंदर का है वो कहीं चलन नहीं कर सकता. लाइक स्पेस इज. थर्ड वन अवस्तुत्वम. वस्तु आभासम मीन्स वस्तु मीन्स द्रव्यम मीन्स धर्मी. तद्वद अवभासते इति वस्तु अवभासम. It appears to be a vastu made out of some material having some parameters, measurable parameters. Yatha saha eva devadattaha. He is that devadatta. Same example. He is being explained in a vastu rupa. What is that? Gauraha dirgha iti. गौरवर्ण में है द येलो इज व्हाइट कलर. दीर्घ भी है, लंबा भी है, चौड़ा भी है. So to the Devadatta in that Deha as a pure self who is all pervading, that is neither Lamba nor Chauda, nor he is a yellow color or white color. उनमें न गौरवर्ण है न स्थूलता है, दीर्घता है. दीर्घ लंबा भी होंगे, चौड़े भी होंगे. So लंबाई चौड़ाई किन के लिए है? देह के लिए है, not to the Atma. Where is Atma? In the very much Deha, without itself becoming Deha तरह मोटा या लंबा या काला या घोर. What is Vedanta? Vedanta is you take an object, you know, anything like a rod you take. In Vedanta, what is said is in the rod only there is Parabrahma who has no name and no form. In the rod only. Nowhere else. It is not somewhere else. कहीं से आता है. Then where in the Lord that Parabrahma is there of Rupanama Rahita? Behind this Rupanama. Where are this Rupanama? In your own understanding, in your own acceptance, in your own perception. You are perceiving with your indriyas, etc., the Rupanama. But behind the Rupanama, what is the Sat only? This is called Vedantic logic. Every moment you are in Sat, you are with Sat, you are within Sat, you are Sat. Other than that, nothing is there. To that level, we lift in our understanding and experience. That's Vedanta. Today, we are in the understanding and acceptance experience of the Nama Rupatmaka Jagat as if they are there and they are real, and they are giving me perceptions and experiences. This is all ignorance. That's called ignorance. Like in dream, you see the world is there, you go there, you contact it, you experience it, and it appears to be real. हॉट कॉफी पकड़ते हो तो हाथ जलता है सपने में. फिर बर्नर लगाते हो, घी लगाते हो, ठंडा होता भी है. मक्खन लगाते हो कुछ. All that happening, but when you wake up, are they there? No. So at the time of that time, are they there? They are there in the ignorance of the waking plane. So to in the ignorance of the Atma Vastu, this Jagat appears to be there, giving solid experience like it gave in dream. You know, dream fire से उंगली लगा तो dream हाथ में dream burning हुआ. It's really a dreamer has experienced the dream dukha, but all of them are taken as real. जलता है हाथ वहां तो दर्द होता है वहां. You can have the dard of the dream, but when you wake up, none of them are there. You know, and when you recognize that while they are happening also they are not there, then you understood Vedanta. As I said now, the rod is there yet is not there. What is there is Parabrahma only in that. Not seeing it, you are calling it as rod. And you called it as rod because everybody told. Because it is written in a book that if something is like this shape, it should be called as rod. Then with that, some works are done. कि you use it for putting up a tent or for making the animals run. कुछ भी काम उससे आपने किया, इसलिए सारा उपयोगिता उसका नाम रूप मिलकर उसको रियल बना रहे. But otherwise, there is nothing called as rod. What if there is Parabrahma? To the knowledge, everything is Brahma. Okay? To the perception, everything is Rupanama. So where is Rupanama? In the perception. Where is Brahma? In the correct knowledge. So by according to correct knowledge, what is everything? Brahman only. If at all I say Rupanama, you don't have correct knowledge, you are in ignorance. This is how the heat of contemplation. So then, jayate devadattah spandate dirgaha gauraha iti evam avabhasate. So, Parabrahma only is appearing as Devadatta is born and he is also moving and he is doing some work and he is tall and hefty or heavy, whatever. He is born, he is very hefty and he is moving. These three are avabhasaha. And in the Paramartha Tattva, Paramartha Tattva, Ajam Acharam Avastutvam. Therefore, Adravyancha. Because he is not a Dravya, in that Janma, Chalana, and Vastutva cannot be there. Dravya means matter. Matter at three levels is gross and subtler and causal. In all the three levels, matter has its own shape, its own way of expression. Paramatma is not a matter, therefore it cannot be द्रव्य. द्रव्य नहीं होने के कारण ये एक्सप्रेशन स्थूल सूक्ष्म कारण के होते हैं, उसके नहीं होते हैं. That's why अद्रव्यत्वात्. अद्रव्यंचा. It's not a द्रव्य. It's very sublime आत्मा experience. आत्मा द्रव्य नहीं होता, आत्मा आत्मा होता है. Sankyans, Vaisheshikans, they take Atma also one of Dravya, they put it in all the Prakriti, 24 plus Jiva, Panchis ho gaye kehte hain. So, Aja Achala Avastutva. Unborn is called undying. Achala means it is all pervading. Avastutva means it is not a particularized thing, it is everything. Aja Achalam Avastutvam. Now, Kim Tadevam Prakaram, our main discussion starts now. In this way, Aja Achala Avastu, lekin appearing as Jayate Chalati Vastu Rupena Drushyate, like Devadatta, all you said. But what exactly that in fact? Which is Ajam Achalam Avastu Rupam, but appears as Jayate Chalam Vastu. What is that? Answer is one word: Vijnanam. Vijnanam means Vijnaptihi. Pure consciousness. Vijnapti means प्योर अवेयरनेस कॉन्शियसनेस. अवेयरनेस में कुछ नहीं है अवेयर होने के लिए. इट्स लाइक लाइट पुट ऑन एंड इट इज इल्यूमिनेटिंग ऑल द ऑब्जेक्ट्स ऑफ द हॉल. Drop the objects from your perception, see the light as it is naked, not illuminating anything else. That is called Vijnanam. That's original Prakash of the light. Generally, we use light only to illumine the thing. बेकार में कोई करते नहीं, because that utility value is there. So too, whenever we have utility value, the pure consciousness appears as knowingness. That's for all the pamara, ignorant. But we are pursuing the jnanam, the ultimate truth. Ours is a pure consciousness without anything to be illuminated by it. Not required. It's consciousness by nature. That's it. That's what Vijnanam is said. Pragnapti, said by Karika, Bhavashakar. Vijnanam Pragnapti. Then, okay. That is pure consciousness. Answer is given. Now, Jatyadi Rahitatvad Shantam. Jati, Vardhate, Viparinamate, Avakshiyate, Vinashyati. These are all there to the names and forms. Therefore, they are all continuously in the movement from one stage to the other. In him, that is not there. Jati. Therefore, the subsequent things of Vardhate, Viparinamate are not there. That's why it's called Shantam. Jatyadi Rahitatvat, it is Shantam. You have to feel the meaning of these words, This is where we are defeated. Till now, we might have done all the Upasana Punya, and yet, if you have not done Guru Upasana, Guru Seva, other things are done. Here, when we come to that, lock will never get opened for a long, long life sometime. Yahan tak pahunch gaye, we are not able to apprehend the Vijnanam, which is Ajam Achalam Advayam. And there was Shantam. It is Dravya Rahitam. When you come here, these words don't give any feeling to us, meaning to us, because still the grace is required, purity is required. Those are pure and clear. To them, the meaning of the sentence clicks as an Atma, they enter into the in fact Atma Dhyanam only. This is where the Nikashtata comes. Vijnana Vijnapti. Jatyadi Rahitatvat, as we said, because there is no Janma or Asti Jayate Vardate, Shantam. No, Ataha Eva, such Vastus cannot be two, such as Shantavan. Ataha Eva Advayam cha tad iti artaha. It is one without second. Pure consciousness without the dichotomy of the knower and knowing, and it is one without second. That is the meaning of Paramatma. That is the meaning of the ultimate thing, Vijnanam Shantam Advayam. We have heard it once, second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th time when you listen, slowly it comes. It's like putting thread in the needle. It is like catching the nerve or whatever to give the intravenous injection. IV. कुछ को veins दिखते ही नहीं वो. People depending on their इतना इतना मार मार के उसको निकलता नहीं. You look here ultimately कहीं वो लिख जाता है उधर घुस आते हैं. It's when the injection intravenous is given. Shantam Advayam. That is what. Ajachalam Asutram Vijnanam Shantam Advayam. Slowly, 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 purely. When we are devoted to God Guru, when we have the desire to know the Shastra, when we want to, through the Shastra Jnana and Sadhana, get liberated, when these things become powerful, those miracles happen. Subtle experiences. What is he talking from the highest pedestal? We are only in this world of still raga dvesha kama krodha. Match hota nahi hai, lekin we already am saying, though you are at the bottom of the Kedarnath, but you have started climbing. You might have put one step only, but remember, you have put one step. That may be 14 or 15 kilometers, having 15,000 into 3, 45,000 steps. 1 मीटर में 3 स्टेप होते हैं, तो 15,000 मीटर में 45,000 स्टेप होते हैं, क्योंकि वो 15 किलोमीटर है. बट एक से ही शुरू होता है. 2, 3, 4, 5. In the same way, we may be not at the comprehending level of Ajata Atmavastu today, but we started opening the book and giving our heart and intellect to Guru and God. They slowly induce that knowledge. Have that patience and love. Now, now the crux of the slokas are coming up. Next 2, 3. Evam na jayate chittam एवं धर्म अजास्मृताः एवमेव विजानन्तः न पतन्ति विपर्यये एवं न जायते चित्तम् एवं धर्माः अजाः स्मृताः एवम् एव विजानन्तः न पतन्ति विपर्यये. I'll tell literal meaning. Bhashya will say tomorrow. Evam na jayate chittam. In this way, the chittam is not born at all. Therefore, na dharmaha. The jivas also are not born. Ajaha smrita. Neither chitta is born, nor the jiva is born. Evam eva vijananta. This much is the truth. When this is known, na patanti viparyaye, will not fall into the viparya jagat of dvaita dvandva samsara. So when it is said here, neither chitta is born nor jiva is born, meaning what? Pure conscious Brahman alone was, is, and future may be. Because from the chitta only the world is born, chitta itself is rejected as born, then the entire world is rejected. More than these words cannot be used to speak about. It is an experience itself. What can we say? Napatanti vare, will not come back to the identity level of Dehendriya Jivadi. This shloka has some more beautiful thoughts along with Bhashyam. We'll spend time for learning it tomorrow. Today we'll stop here. एवं न जायते चित्तम् एवं धर्माजा स्मृताः एवमेव विजानन्तः न पतन्ति विपर्ये एवं न जायते चित्तम् एवं धर्माजा स्मृताः एवमेव विजानन्तः न पतन्ति विपर्ये एवं न जायते चित्तम् एवं धर्माजा स्मृताः एवमेव विजानन्तः न पतन्ति विपर्ये ऋजुवक्रादिकाभासमलातस्पन्दितं यथा ग्रहणग्राहकाभासं विज्ञानस्पन्दितं तथा ऋजुवक्रादिकाभासमलातस्पन्दितं यथा ग्रहणग्राहकाभासं विज्ञानस्पन्दितं तथा ऋजुवक्रादिकाभासमलातस्पन्दितं यथा ग्रहणग्राहकाभासं विज्ञानस्पन्दितं तथा अस्पन्दमानमालातमनाभासमदं यथा अस्पन्दमानं विज्ञानमनाभासमदं यथा तथा अस्पन्दमानमालातमनाभासमजं यथा अस्पन्दमानं विज्ञानमनाभासमजं तथा अस्पन्दमानमालातं मनाभासमजं यथा अस्पन्दमानं विज्ञानमनाभासमजं तथा. Nice slokas, excellent, very wonderful, worthy of enjoy. See you tomorrow. Om 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 Om. power of Sadgunas, value Shakti. Sadguna Shakti was the topic today. Though we dealt with it very lightly, but it is not as light or simple as it is. But it is very powerful and useful also. ठीक है बाबा, चलो आ जाओ पारायण में. कहाँ तक हुआ कल? फ्रॉम 33 हो गया कल, 34 से आज करो. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. परमऋषिभ्यो नमः. परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रुतिमात्रे नमः. तत्सत्. ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु.